welcome back to another episode of Nachoadvisor with your host Yasmin Kylie. How are you guys feeling? What y'all been up to? So a lot has been changing. I have been trying to post little shorts throughout the week of me reading Am I the Asshole stories with y'all. Getting the show together, really just doing what I gotta do to get the show together, finding topics. I'm non-stop like researching shit, just putting stuff together. And yeah, I just been chilling, really big, chilling hard. Yeah, y'all. So this question is for my lock babes, cause I just been feeling like, not that I want to comb my hair out, not that I want to comb the locks out, but I'm really just having like a hair crisis right now of just not feeling my hair that much. And it's like, I'm not saying that it's not cute. The hair is cute. It's just like, I'm so used to getting braids. I'm so used to getting so many different styles. Like, before I got my locks, I was getting different styles every 2 weeks. I braid hair. I do hair on the side. So my hair was always in some braids, some different styles, something cute, something creative, just doing shit. And now I wake up every day and I feel like I look the same every single day. And it's boring me. And like today I put on I swooped the hair. Figured out how to get the front of my hair, because the front of my hair is a lot shorter than the back of my hair. So I figured out how to get my hair to actually stay. It took like 30 bobby pins, y'all. But I feel like I look cute. I got my little shell ear cuff on, and the weather is finally starting to drop. So I decided to put on a little button down. Y'all gonna see I love button downs, and it's a little crop corset top button down, so it's really cute with some leggings. Keep it comfy, keep it cute. Yeah, so if you're a lock babe like me, let me know like what different styles you be doing to your hair. Like, what can I do to do something different to my hair? Or are you guys having identity crises too? Cause not only did I lock my hair, but like I gained hella weight in the last couple years. So on top of that, I'm just trying to like work on my diet. Like, I've been changing a lot of the ways that I eat. Haven't been eating after 6. Waking up and trying to make breakfast. Getting some 30-minute workout in throughout the day. Getting on the treadmill, lifting weights, doing little stuff. Well, I was watching let me tell you something so funny before we get into these topics. I was watching a Jamaican fitness workout on YouTube, and why the fuck my boyfriend gonna say, let me move out the way before she hurts somebody? Because it was a bunch of jumping and like whining, and it was like jumping all over the floor and like doing other stuff, and I was yeah, I feel like I probably really did look hella crazy. But he was like, Lola, which is my other dog, he was like, Lola, move out of the way before she step on you. She is jumping all over I was like, jump, jump, the house is jumping. Cause they was trying to make you, it was like whine and then jump to the side or jump to the other side, throw your hands up, But when I say, I gotta figure out what the name of that exercise is, y'all. That is a full body workout. Afterwards, I probably just was like, I paced the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, golly, this is crazy. I didn't think like, usually dance workouts, they don't even be, well, maybe I don't be giving my all, but that one, because it was like sexy and you know, stuff like that, I was really giving him my all, y'all. And my little ass is out of breath. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Just trying to get my life together, get the show together. And yeah, y'all gonna hear my dog Keith. She's snoring right now because she's asleep. She's tired. She's so tired from guarding the house. I wish I could just move the camera over to her. When I get a cameraman, y'all, we gonna be putting Missy in the camera all the time, because her little ass, she never want to leave. She never want to leave me alone, but she always knocked out. So the topic of the day is girl time, girl talk, and just having a bond with your friends and why it's so important. Like, having friends is important. It's just your relationship with your friends is just as important as your relationship with your partners, and I truly believe that. No, it's not as intimate, but you deserve to be able to go out and have girl time and talk to somebody outside of your relationship or your parents or your siblings. You know, like having friendships is therapeutic. Let's say that. So I went on a. I've really been doing my research, y'all. I was on a site called Root Counseling. It's a therapy website, and I found an article, and it says that research has shown that having healthy, fun, and supportive relationships decreases stress, improves the quality of life, and gives us a sense of meaning and connection. So like having those, and I even feel like when you see those married couples and they all have their friends that's also married and they all go out on like vacations and stuff, they actually be enjoying themselves. They always seem like they have successful um, businesses, careers, and they're just all just thriving and being able to be themselves in their relationships. And that's the type of marriage I want. I don't want to just be, I want it to just be me and my man. As much as I love my man, I do be missing like having girlfriends and stuff like that. Like I'm telling you, ever since I moved to Southern Maryland, I barely get to see anybody because nobody wants to drive all the way out here. And I don't like driving to Baltimore all the time. Like, first of all, people in Baltimore drive like bats out of fucking hell. I went to see one of my friends in Baltimore like 2, 3 weeks ago. And when I tell you I had the most anxiety I ever had, I'm used to driving in the country. When I got my license, I was already living out here. I'm a late bloomer when it comes to driving. So I really be having anxiety on the highway. And then I really do be wanting to see my friends. But is it worth me getting into a car accident? It's like, come see me. My house is so nice. Like, none of my friends have yet to, other than Bronte, shout out to B. And that's because she also comes to get her hair done. That's a real ass bitch. That's a real friend. She supports me in every way freaking possible. When I was selling body butters and candles and all those things I was making myself, B was coming through. B always comes through. That's what one thing I love about B. But a lot of my other friends are like, and B's a mom too, but B also lives out here. She lives not in Southern Maryland, but she don't live too far from me. So she has her reasons for why she sees me. But like a lot of my other friends, they may not have cars or they are mothers, full-time mothers, and they just have a lot of stuff going on. So I'm not mad at you bitches. And you bitches better not be mad at me. It was a few people that have hit me up like, you wrote some fake shit ever since you got with your nigga. And it's like, no, it's not that I got with my nigga and I'm on some fake shit. It's just that, why do I have to always drive up there? Come see me. I have the pool. We got a pool table, a whole game room out this bitch. I mean, the house is, like, my house is really big. So it's like, come over. We can have a pajama party, bitch. Like, yeah. I'm actually looking, and if you live in Southern Maryland and you watch the show ever, if you ever watch the show, hit me up, sis, because I want to be friends. Like, I'm looking for some friends. So I had one job, well, I had 2 jobs out here, and one of them was, I'm not gonna tell y'all what one of them was, but the other one was a teaching job, and it was like all older women, and a lot of them were like, you know, they just isn't in the same. We're in 2 different places in life. Let's just say that we are living in 2 different places in life, and yeah, I was never gonna make friends there. But it was another job that I had worked out here, and I was working around hella girls, and it was like, they reminded me, because I was older than most of them, because like I said, I'm 26. They reminded me of my 21-year-old self. And I'm just not that girl anymore. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm just not, I'm just not that girl anymore. I'm way laid back. I like to do a whole bunch of chill shit. I don't want to do a whole bunch of rah-rah shit. Lola was barking. Sorry, y'all. Lola was barking. Yeah, I just, and then like I'm so open to meeting friends. I'm so open to meeting new people. But when I was younger, like, well, before I moved out here, I smoked nonstop. Like, I was a heavy smoker. I was high all day, every day. Like, it wasn't a time you was gonna see me that I was sober. Even when I was at work, I would leave fucking work, like get on my lunch break and get high. It was that serious for me. It was that serious for me. And because of that, ever since I stopped smoking, I just feel like I just have anxiety, like really bad anxiety. And so it's like you want to meet people, you want to get to know different people and be friendly, but in the same sense, it's like PTSD, and then like of just being around different people and like things that I went through, and then just my social anxiety. It's like I'm thinking that I'm being playing it cool, and I'm like, what's up? But the whole time I'm sitting there like I'm super friendly on the internet, but when it comes to like being in person, I be on QT. I don't talk to strangers. But let me tell you something. What I think they should do. Somebody needs to do this. Somebody. We need. You know how they always have blind dating for people who want to date. We need blind dating for friendships, and we need to ask those questions like, "What type of friend are you? Are you a vacation friend? Can I take you on a vacation? You know, can I? Would you sit in the house with me, chill? Do you like to drink? Are you a good? Do you tip at restaurants? Because that's so important. I hate going out with girls who is nasty at restaurants. Treat the waiters like crap. Don't want to tip. Complain about their food after they ate it. The list goes on. I need to know these things. What type of person are you at a restaurant? That tells me if we could be friends or not. Like, that's probably going to be my first question, because we're going to be going to a lot of restaurants. What else would we do? Do you like to go skating? Would you go bowling? Would you go to bingo with me, bitch? Like, those are the type of things that I want to do. Vacations, foodies, and like activity dates with my homegirl. If I talk to you, is it going to be our business? Is it going to be my business, your business, his business, her business? Like, do you run your fucking mouth? Because if I tell you a secret and you go tell him, her, and them, bitch, you will never hear from me again. And I did have to cut a few friends off before, which I don't like. And it's just like, let's just avoid that. If you hit me up if you want to be my friends, but in the same sense, bitch, don't be on no corny shit. Like, I can't deal with the drama. I can't. If anybody who's going to be sitting around like, oh, constantly got nigga problems, just constantly complaining about life and not seeing the greater good out of it, and just negative, stay the fuck away from me. Okay, so I wanted to say or talk about, why is it that when girls get into relationships, they go MIA on their friends, but the niggas will have they niggas be completely loyal to their friends and their barbers. I have never seen a guy get in a relationship and not talk to their homeboys. My boyfriend, his best friend lives all the way in Florida. And guess what? They be on the phone, they be playing the game. It's been a few times that we've drove to Florida to go see him. He's come to see us. It's just like, guys be having some real ass friends, and girls be having like a friendship for a year and then never talk again. There's girls be having friendships for whatever era they're in, and I noticed that. Like, when I was in college, I had different friends from them when I was working and just, you know, working at the Horseshoe. Then when I got to the post office and da 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 da. Like, when I was like, as the jobs, as the more money I feel like I made, and like the different situations that I was in, my friendships always changed. Now I had a few friends that stuck, and I'm still cool with them to this day. But it's like, girls have friendships for whatever era they're in, and they will literally just be like, "Oh, this was my friend. This was a bitch that I would have fun with. This was my depression friend. When I was depressed, that bitch was down. This was my this friend." And we don't never really keep good friends. That's why when I see girls who have friends that they just like, friend groups that they've been around for since high school, I be applauding them, because it seems so hard to really keep good friends around. But some people could say that when I got in a relationship, I went MIA. I did go MIA, but when I got in a relationship, I was going through some shit. Like I told y'all before, I had my own shit going on, and I really was just trying to stay out the way and get out of the way and get out of my head and be around something more positive. And I had to cut some people off. I'm sorry, I did what I had to do to keep my peace of mind. But in the same sense, like, it's a couple people, like, if I seen them, we would be on the same type of time. It's the same energy. It's just that we don't have time to catch up. And I also think that another reason why females don't stay friends that long is because we hold each other accountable. I feel like niggas be letting a lot of shit slide with their friends, just to be loyal to them, just to continue to have their friendship or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I'm not a guy, but I feel like women hold their friends accountable. But as soon as we hold them accountable, it's like we don't give second chances to our homegirls, and we need to start giving our homegirls second chances, because we give these niggas 1,000,001. We need to stop giving these niggas 1,000,001 chances and start giving our homegirls, you know, have some mercy, some grace on your friends, because we're all going through shit. Life happens. Like, literally today, you know how those little Instagram posts, like those little stickers that be like, add yours. It came up and it was like, you in college, and I was like tagging people that I had pictures of from college, and one of the girls I was with 24/7, non-fucking stop, always with her every day, didn't even go home, just was with her every day. And I was like, damn, bro, like, what happened? And she was like, rent happened. Sad. Heavy on the rent. Heavy on the rent. I do not miss paying rent. Oh my god. She said, rent happened and life happened. And amen to that. We need to start. Missy, you're snoring loud. And you don't work. Calm down. Anyway, we need to start giving our friends grace and have mercy on our friends, and you know, all those things, and start praying for the people that we loved, and make time for the people that we love. Cause I mean, seriously, most of my friends I really don't see. It's one friend that I really would love to see, but it's like life just be life, and everybody's going through shit. The economy is bad. I blame inflation, I blame COVID, because once COVID had happened, I feel like that's when a lot of people really just was like, all right, we going our separate ways. Even though we was getting those checks, it just wasn't the same. It's like everybody had shit going on. Everybody was moved. Like a lot of people moved back in with their parents. Like, it just was a lot of shit going on. And during COVID, like the end of COVID, I moved out here. So it's like life just be lifing. Let's not even get into the economy, because my sister's coming on the next show, and I want to talk about, I got a couple ideas for what I want to talk about with her. So I don't want to get too much into that topic, but y'all, we need to be better friends as people. We need to start spending more time with our friends, praying for our friends, giving our friends grace, and understand that golly, like, life is hard. Everybody is going through their own shit, and yeah, friendships are so necessary. Friendships are therapeutic. Friendships are like, I really miss. So let me just tell y'all a story. A story time. I got a story time. So it's not really a story time. It's just like a event that happened for me. Sorry, my lash glue. Yeah, I'm just figuring out how to put lashes on over top and not underneath, because I always put them on underneath. But yeah, so last year I went to a girls' night in, hosted by one of my sister's homegirls, who became one of my homegirls. So shout out to T. And she had like a game night. We did karaoke. We did drunk games, of course. We did hella shit. They had food. Everybody was drinking, smoking. We had a good freaking time. But let me tell y'all why I cried half the night. Half the night I was really rolling in tears, and nobody even noticed that I was sitting over there crying. And you want to know why? Because we had a ball that day. But I was crying, y'all, because I needed that. I needed to be around girls. I needed that night. It was like I had so much fun. It was everything that I needed. It was like everybody was vibing, everybody had a good time. I met new people there, and it was just beautiful. It was what girls' nights should be about. It wasn't about, nobody brought up guys, nobody brought up drama. It was like everybody came to have a good time, and we did just that. And I'm thinking about having one of those nights soon, but that's, you need those. You need to be around people other than your partner. Sometimes you need to be able to talk to other people, to connect with other people and your own gender, because you know guys be having their guys night out. They play games, video games at night, and they just connect with their friends. So we as ladies need to start doing that, because most of us are like drowning in work, we're drowning in stress, we're just being mothers, we're doing all the things that adults do, but we should make times for our good friends. And that's the end of that topic. Now we're going to get into the out of pocket segment. And if you watch the show, you know how it goes. I'm going to pull some topics from out of the pocket that I made. And we're going to talk about why it's so out of pocket. I'm going to shuffle it this time, because the last episode, I didn't even come in this thing. And then the time before that, I just had pulled out the ones I wanted. So we're going to shuffle. Alright, let me close my eyes. I don't even want to talk about this because it's self-explanatory. Like, not washing below the waistline and letting the soap drip down your back to your ass and calling that a shower. We don't typically do that. It be done, but wash your fucking ass. It's just wash your ass. I'm not even about to get into that, but somebody had put that in. I had posted for people to say what's out of pocket, and some of these is not made up by me. So we probably gonna do 3, because that was self-explanatory. Wash your fucking ass. It's summertime too. Like, do better. Bitches wanting shit from niggas that they can't even give themselves. That is a fact, because we're living in times right now where the girls just think that, oh, I look like this, so I'm supposed to get this, that, and the third, but can't even afford to do half that shit by themselves. Wanting to go to restaurants that you have never been to, that you couldn't go to because you couldn't afford to pay for it. Now, it's the one thing to want to go to a restaurant because, you know, you want to try it out with a man. But, bitch, if you can't afford it, you should not be asking these niggas for it, period. Live in your budget, live in your means, and stop trying to be a fucking gold digger. Because, like Jada Waiter said, we the niggas with money now. Fuck these niggas. Okay. I don't even want to read this one. We gonna put this one back. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this one. No. Y'all, I'm so indecisive. Okay, this is the one I really want to talk about, because this is very out of pocket for me, in my opinion. So, have y'all seen the news about Leonard Mack, who was incarcerated for 5 years for falsely being accused of rape? And he just got out. They exonerated his record, but he spent almost 50 years in prison because somebody lied and said that he raped them. And that's fucking out of pocket. Now, let's really get into it. If you're somebody out here who lies about abuse, who lies about rape, who lies about any of those type of things to ruin a man's life, to get somebody locked up, or whatever the case may be, I think that the person who lies should go to jail. If that woman is still alive, she deserves to do jail time. He did 40-something years. She needs to do 40-something years. I don't give a fuck if she's in her 70s. She needs to die in there, because that's not even right. She ruined that man's whole life. He's an older man now. He came out. I'm sure he's going to get quite a big check for that. But in the same sense, it's like he could have been living his life. He been sitting in a prison for 5 decades because somebody lied. You deserve jail time. That is mental illness, and you deserve jail time. Fuck that. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna go right into the advice segment. Ah! Yes. Getting kicked off your parents' insurance at 26. I turned 26 this year, so I got kicked off my parents' insurance. And when you're an entrepreneur, you know how hard it is to get insurance when you're not going through a fucking job. And I just feel like if my parents don't have a problem paying for my insurance, the government needs to learn how to mind their fucking business. Nobody has time. Everybody is struggling right now. Why would y'all, like, mind your business? I think it should be a choice. Like, oh, do you want to still, like, they should send in a message to parents and say, oh, is this something that you still want to do? Not, oh, well, she's 26 now, kick her off. Mind your business. That was like, and then my birthday is literally in January. So it was top of the year. And it was just very depressing for me. And do y'all know how hard it is to look for health insurance? Like, you putting out get information into different health insurance companies, and you getting all these fake ass calls and emails and shit. That was very irritating. It was like, mind your business. That didn't have nothing to do with you. Okay, guys, now we're about to jump right into the advice segment. This is not about to be a long show. But yeah, so we're about to jump right into the advice segment. And as you guys know, my emails are open for advice to be sent in. The people haven't sent in anything yet. It's okay, because we're still growing. Okay? But the email address is gothefuckoff@gmail.com. Gothefuckofsis@gmail.com. GOTFSIS. Excuse me, y'all. GOTFOFFSIS@gmail.com. Gothefucksis@gmail.com. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say just now. And that is a safe place for you guys to spill your feelings, to get some things off your chest, get any questions that you have, any you want to comment and say, oh, you love the show, whatever the case may be. Email me, y'all. Send in your emails, and I will respond, and I will read it on here. Okay? That's how we gonna do it. Anyway, and I'm gonna drop the email below because I did mess that up. Like that was if this was an acting scene, my director would have been like, cut, because that was just horrible. That was bad. Okay, so the title of the story is, and this is a long story, y'all. So the title of the story is Best Friend Not Again. So because we're doing a show on friendships and all of that good stuff, I decided to find some Reddit stories about friendship. So let's get into it. Best Friend Not Again. My best friend and I met when we were 25 years, when we were young. 25 years later, we have managed to stay friends. There have been down periods and one lasted a few years. She initiated most of it. All were because of her husband in a way. My disapproval of him, his abuse of her, lots of things, always a fight, then bam, she's gone. The last time I had written her off basically because it became impossible to have a normal conversation with her because of a step back into religion. The religion we were both brought up in. It's hard to have a conversation when every time you seek advice, they tell you to pray or read the Bible. So, just off the rip, I understand. One, when somebody is in an abusive relationship, you cannot don't get involved. You want to get involved. You want to stand up for them. You want to try to get mad at the other person. Until that person is ready, they're not going to leave. And the best advice for you to keep your peace is to stay the fuck out of it. Because you're just going to, that person is going to choose that person over you every single time. I have been there. I have been in that ball game. I have seen it happen to others around me. And you just cannot get involved. Because when you try to get involved, they're going to think that you're trying to step into their life, and they think you're trying to ruin their relationship. They think that you're trying to they think you're the negative one in this place, and it's really them and that other person. Just don't get involved. And then I understand when you want some advice, you don't want to hear pray about it, pray about it, pray about it. Like, okay, yes, I am going to pray about it. I'm still going to pray about it, but give me some advice. You're my friend. We basically sisters. So a few years passed, and I was having issues with my husband when she heard about this. How, I guess the how isn't pertinent, and she contacted me over the last year and a little bit of change, I guess, because she put a plus. We have slowly returned to being best friends again. Never like we were, mind you, because I didn't entirely trust it. The force of habit from years of not having the best or even close friend, I am profoundly antisocial, made it not regular for me to reach out about my stuff. We were texting and calling daily and hanging out for a few hours, a few times a week. I'm a night owl and she works nights, so texting and calling while she was at work, getting meals, going out, and other friend stuff. A few months ago, she decided to get divorced finally. Woo! Congratulations to her. Even downloaded and filling out the paperwork online. She kept telling her husband it was happening. And then everything blew up because of a fight. He decided he wanted to stay. He wanted to fight for her and he wanted to change. I hate this man and I don't believe he's actually capable. Suddenly, divorce stopped being discussed, and I saw it flash before me instantly. His changing, her taking him back, and me with my vocalness about my hatred for him getting left once again. I brought it up and was assured she would never, and I'm allowed my opinions, no judgment. A month goes by and everything is great, normal. She wasn't discussing him, but things were good with him. We talked about everything under the sun, past, present, and future. He was only maybe 5% of our conversations, so there was no real change. And then I was sick for a week, and her replies in that week were weak. Friendly, but not engaging. There were minimal responses, no reaching out first, no attempts to hang out, just short responses every day when I tried. Then I sent a reply one night, and she never replied. A week passed and nothing. I was brief and sent her a message commenting on it and saying, I guess we can be Instagram friends, since she still had been spamming me with Instagram posts. A few days passed and her response was defensive and ended with, just because it's different doesn't mean it's crap. And I replied, and then there was radio silence. No reply, no comment. It's been 10 more days and the silence is deafening. Deafening? I guess it's just near death, the silence, because I can't say that word. Could I be overreacting? I guess all Instagram posts from her have stopped. All communication has stopped. From hundreds of messages, several calls, and usually seeing each other a few times every week. Mostly initiated by her to nothing. Silence. My friend is gone. I have no real idea why. Her reply mentioned she has nothing to say since she can't talk about him and other reasons she didn't go into. I messaged her while having a few drinks the other night, saying I miss my friend and crickets. I am at a loss. I don't understand why, and that's the worst part. I've been ghosted. Actually, what's worse is I feel like I've been used as an emotional crutch and then discarded once things got better. Am I the asshole? I feel like sometimes you gotta learn when to let go. Let go and let go. I pray for her, wish the best for her, but she's neglecting you as a friend, and you are giving your all. You've tried, you've done all that you can do, and from there on out, you need to just let go. And if she ever wants to come back into your life, just set boundaries and say, you know what, you can't keep doing this. That girl, I know what happened. He probably told her, fuck you, fuck your friend, fuck your fucking friend, always in our fucking business. Stop hanging out with her. He's abusive to her. He's manipulating her. He probably just don't like that you don't like him, and she don't like that you don't like him, and she chose him over you, sis. And that's just the end of it. Fuck him. Wash your hands with it. Find a better friend. It's okay. You lose some, you win some. Okay, the second story is called My Friend Keeps Hiding Me from Instagram Stories. Okay. Me and my friend have gotten close over the last year or so. We have very similar lives and have shared a lot with each other. It feels more like a sister than a friend, to be honest. I've noticed a few months back she hid her Instagram story from me, and I noticed from my business account and approached her gently about it. She let me know that she was going through a period of time where she didn't want outside influences, and she had hid her story from a lot of people, which was understandable. I mean, I could understand that we all go through things, but I feel like blocking me from your story shows there's some sort of lack of trust, and I don't want to be on the receiving end of it all the time. I haven't done anything. I'm far from judgmental, but I am a natural overthinker and get anxious due to past situations. Am I wrong from hiding her from my stories also and just distancing myself? I really don't have the energy to keep addressing it. If something is wrong, we are adults, and I feel like we should communicate in relationships, and we would like to keep. Right. If you're in a relationship that you want to, if you're in a friendship that you want to keep or a relationship you want to keep, you should be able to communicate. Since then, we have become a lot more transparent with each other as we share similar friendship experiences from the past. Everything has been going fine. We spoke just 2 days ago, and something was telling me to check her story again this morning. She's hitting me from them again. I just feel like it's unfair to share so much with someone on a daily basis and then suddenly restrict me with no subtle explanation. If the shoe was on the other foot, I would definitely give the heads up of what kind of space I'm in so no one can take offense. Maybe I just value friendship differently. Let's play devil's advocate with this one, cause I don't even know how I feel. It feel like they're young. That one just felt like younger shit. She hide you from her stories. You're in your feelings about it, and then you go and hide her from your stories. She probably don't even fucking care. I don't know. That shit was childish as shit. I just feel like, once again, let it go. Cut her off. Who cares? Like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't even understand why she's hiding her stories because she's going through something. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that. I probably should have read that one before I printed that motherfucker out because I probably wouldn't even have read that one to y'all. Like, that was a waste. Anyway, so we're cutting it short. Today is a very short episode. We're not doing the Ate That Up segment today. We're gonna keep it where it's at. Thank you guys for another Saturday spent with me. Can't wait to see you guys next Saturday. Next Saturday I'm so pumped because we're gonna have a guest, which is an informal guest because it's my fucking sister, my bestie, and I think that episode is gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, happy Saturday, and today's Thursday, so happy Thursday as well, and goodbye. Love you.